I was driving back in the bayou and I got lost. The trees were hanging all across the road, and the deeper in I drove, the darker it got. But everything started to look the same, so I just slammed on the brakes and slid to a stop. I looked up, and in the middle of the road stood an old woman dressed in a long, draping black dress. She had feathers and stuff in her hair, and a necklace with some kind of claws on it. Well, I stuck my head out the window and said, "Ma'am, can you tell me how to get back to town?" She said, "You can't get there from here, and you can't get here from there." I said, "Self, now we both confused." But she pointed on down the road to where I hadn't been yet, and then she pulled out a little sack of bones, squatted down, shook them up, and dumped them out in the road. But she started digging around in them bones, looking at me and mumbling a bunch of stuff. Well, everything got real quiet. She stared at me, and I stared back at her. And then she jumped up and said, "Go down to the first left and turn to the right. Shake everything loose until it's shown up tight. Climb up to the bottom of the highest low. Close your eyes wide open, then go cat go. When the sun comes up and it gets dark, the wind is gonna howl and the swamp is gonna bark. It'll get so hot, everything gonna freeze. Rain so hard, dry the river to its knees. It seemed so wrong, but it felt so right. This happened to me on the day of a full moon night. Oh, get down. Well, about that time, I stomped on the gas pedal so hard that I ain't too sure what happened. But when the dust settled, I was sitting sideways under the red light right in the middle of Main Street. My friends pulled up in the car beside me and said, "Man, where you been? We've been looking for you half the night." And I said, "You don't want to know. Man, I run up with this real funky looking old woman back in the bayou. Scared me. She was talking about, 'Play me a little funk dance and I'll dance.' On the day of a full moon night, on the day of a full moon night, on the day of a full moon night. Look out now. On the day